Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for today, February 26th till March 4th. So this week, I'm going to do the regular spread for you guys. The first card is going to represent your energy. The second card is going to represent your lover's energy or who's coming towards you energy, depending on if you're single or not. And the next card is going to be your current situation as a result of these energies. Last card is going to be what's coming to you, Gemini. So your energy is represented by the Five of Wands in reverse. The person coming towards you energy is represented by the Empress. What the current situation is represented by the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the coming up for you is the Hanged Man in reverse. So Gemini, right now you're in the energy of kind of just coming out of a conflict where it wasn't really like, it was more of or not coming out of a conflict, but like a kind of like avoiding a conflict. Like you might have been conflicting with somebody and like it might have, you might have come out of it, but you're not really out of it. You're just kind of like not trying to clash with them anymore. So you're kind of just like holding back and not really like giving your opinion at this moment. You're kind of like taming your passions and just like being like, you know, like more just like, all right, well, whatever you say, like that kind of energy, like you're not happy about it, but you're just like rather deal with somebody's whatever that's bothering you than speak up for yourself and continue having conflict with somebody. The person coming towards you or the person that you're with is represented by the Empress. So this is just more like nurturing, loving energy, growth, and like just like the Empress, like she's the mother of the universe, so she kind of like sees over everything. So the person you're with is kind of like, you know, they're caring and they're not too, they have boundaries of course, but they're not they're really considerate and they are able to, you know, see from a higher perspective. So whatever conflict you're trying to avoid, Gemini, might not be there, or it could be with somebody else. Either way, like it is not something that you want to do. Like Gemini, like just trying to avoid conflict is going to make the conflict even worse down the road. Like trust me. The Eight of Pentacles for your current situation. So somebody's putting in like meticulous work at this moment. Like you guys, if you are already together, might be like truly like going like over what needs to be done, what has to happen to make everything perfect, to create like he's trying to create another perfect pentacle to add to his collection over here. So you guys are like trying to come together and see what exactly needs to be done. But if you're in the energy of trying to avoid conflict, Gemini, then that's kind of like false. Because if you're not truly speaking on your boundaries, what you need and all that, then you're not really, it's like made in a false image. It's not really going to satisfy you in the long term, and it's just going to bring about more conflict, which is what we see here in the Hanged Man reverse. Like just being stuck in feeling like, you know, you're sacrificing yourself basically. Like you're just like being a martyr in like the worst way. Like instead of like, you're just kind of like, but you're like, the cause that you're being a martyr for is like a kind of like stupid one. Like it's just like, it could be here, like whatever, you're just at this point avoiding the conflict. So it's just like, you're kind of just like, whatever, just take me then, I don't care, like that kind of attitude, instead of being like, you know, like, well, here's what I gotta say, and if you're gonna hang me for it, so be it. You're more in the energy of just like, just hang me because I don't want to deal with all the stuff in between, like that kind of thing. And just not like, and also like, you know, like indecision, probably your indecision to actually speak the truth or not. So even though your partner or whoever is coming towards you is in this Empress energy of somebody who is able to create, nurture, love, and like, you know, they're a pretty ideal partner, but that doesn't mean that they're perfect. So if there's something about them that is a reasonable thing that you have an issue with, you need to speak on it, Gemini. And I mean, it could be the other way around, but I've done it specifically for that being the partner's energy and not yours. So yeah, with your energy, you also have the Two of Pentacles. So it's kind of like just trying to see where you need to invest yourself in. So right now, with avoiding conflict, you're kind of just trying to figure out to see like what goes where, basically. Like, where are you trying to put the most effort in? And I mean, that's fine, but it's also like you're trying to balance things, and I get that, but at the same time, there's no true balance by like trying to avoid what needs to be addressed, like, because one way or another it'll come out. Because when you avoid conflict with people, you start to build resentment whether you want to or not. Like, if you're not able to move on from it and it's still something that you're just trying to avoid rather than make peace with, then it's something that needs to be dealt with, because it's just going to lead to resentment, and that's going to trouble any relationship that already exists, or it's going to make a new relationship unlikely to succeed, Gemini. And your whoever's coming towards you or who is with you is embodying also the King of Wands energy. So yeah, I mean, they are, you know, like I said, loving, nurturing, and all that, but they also do have this passionate energy with the Knight of Wands. They they might be a little more on the lusty side with, especially like, you know, the Empress could also just be more about like nature and like earthly, down to earth, and like it is a very, very natural and earthly thing to have sexual desires. So this person could also be motivated by that in their pursuit of you, or with, like, they might just be, if you're with this person already, they might just be feeling extra frisky lately and just been like, hey, like, now that we're out of conflict, like, or you could just be having, you know, like, not like angry sex or anything like that, but just like makeup sex, you know? So, that's interesting though. But, you have the Knight of Cups in reverse for your current situation with the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so what is going on here, Gemini? Like, if the work is being put in and you're seeing no love coming your way, that is because, like I said, you are avoiding conflict. And therefore, this is all false. Like, this is not reflecting truly what needs to be put in. This is like you're putting in pointless work at the end of the day, because what happens? No love comes of it. Like, no emotions are being offered here. No new relationship or new start is going to come of it when you are sitting there and just trying to balance things out without addressing like the underlying issue that's been troubling you, or that you're just tired of addressing. But with the final outcome and the Hanged Man, you have the King of Pentacles. So there is that energy, that Taurus energy there of just trying to, you know, be stable, grounded, down to earth, compassionate, and generous, faithful person with the King of Pentacles. But with the Hanged Man in reverse here, it's kind of like, and I feel like it's probably you, Gemini, just based on what I'm seeing here, but somebody is trying to embody this energy of the King of Pentacles, yet they are still, like, not doing it because you're being a martyr, and, like, you're kind of sacrificing that along with your, like, when you're sacrificing your true desires and wants, like, you're sacrificing your ability to be this person, because if you're not truly being fulfilled, you cannot be the person that you're meant to be, or who you want to be, whatever you'd like to say, because you don't have the tools. Like, your basic necessities are not being met, so how could you hope to become something great? You know, not saying that you're not great and good right now, but I'm saying, like, if you want to be even better, how are you going to do that when you're not honoring your needs? When you're putting somebody else before you? And not to say that you need to be selfish, because the King of Pentacles isn't selfish, but the King of Pentacles is somebody who can take care of himself. and other people. And he can take care of other people because he takes care of himself first. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go and, like, want to offer love to somebody when you don't have love for yourself, because eventually you're going to get tired. It's going to be exhausting because you are, like, foregoing your own needs for somebody else. And it's all with good intention, sure, but it's just not going to, it's not sustainable long term. And the King of Pentacles wants long term. The King of Pentacles wants commitment and this, like, years together and just all these, like, happiness and family and anything that you can imagine as being just something that would not end up, like, falling apart after a few months. But with the Five of Swords in reverse, like, I mean, the Five of Wands in reverse, sorry, you are setting yourself up for a little messy situation here. With this Knight of Cups in reverse, it's already showing, like, that right now you guys are having a hard time, like, somebody, you or both of you, but I feel like it's you, Gemini, cannot really offer your emotions and love right now because, or if you are, it's not true. It's not like you're lying, but it's not, you know, it's not quite all there. Because you're still, like, you're afraid of the confrontation. That's really what it is. And then you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So it could be related, you know, anytime the threes come up, could be related to, like, an outlying third party, not necessarily cheating. But it could be you cheating or just you having your mind on somebody else. And you might be trying to balance between this person and the other person. But if you're, like, just single or that doesn't apply to you in a relationship, Gemini, you could just be having, like, you feel like maybe you don't have any teamwork right now. Like, you feel like you're not having your partner or whoever you're looking for to support you. You feel like you're not getting that at this moment. You kind of feel like you're working hard all by yourself. But how hard are you really working if you're not willing to put in the work to, like, get rid of this conflict or get over this conflict, I should say? Because you either got to make peace with it or you got to, like, you know, speak on it and act on it. But with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, you're just not feeling the support. You're not feeling like it's a team effort. And it might not be, because how are you going to get support, like I said, when you're not truly expressing what you need? So this is more about, not saying that some people might not be acting up, but this is less about them and more about you, Gemini, and you needing to assert yourself and, like, stop being afraid of conflict. And with your, whoever's coming towards you or who is with you right now is feeling this Five of Cups energy of just feeling like loss and regret. So even though, you know, they are feeling passionately towards you and they want to be, like, this nurturing, loving energy, and they are, you know, it's just still something is off for them. And it doesn't have to be, but it could very well likely be that they can just, the lack of emotion being offered right now is just kind of making them feel like they're losing you. And, you know, here with the Five of Cups, there's also always, you know, the Two Cups behind that are not fully empty. So it's not like you're gone, Gemini. Like, you're still there and you're still trying. But with you avoiding, like, this conflict or whatever's going on, whatever is causing you, like, forget even the word conflict, whatever is causing you to not say something or not act a certain type of way, like something whatever is causing you to hold back, why, like, you holding back, period. It's just causing this person, like, they can sense it, they could see it, whatever it is, and they're just kind of feeling like they feel sad. Like, it's making them feel like I said, like, they are losing you to a certain extent, even if they're not truly losing you. They just probably don't understand what's going on. Or even if they do, they just feel like they can't do much about it. And with your current situation, you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So with this love not being offered and, you know, this, even despite work being put in, this love and, like, no emotions love being offered or coming of it, it's just more like karmic, you know. It could be something that's happened to you before and you haven't really learned your lesson on how to stop avoiding conflict, Gemini. And that's, like, because it's more about stuff that's, like, set up by the universe with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, like all major arcana is supposed to be out of your hands, and you know, but at the same time, like, you are supposed to be learning a lesson here, and again, you're not learning it. It's not really so much bad luck this time as you just not quite seeing the whole picture here and learning from the past. And yeah, see here with your final outcome clarifier, you have the Seven of Cups, which is like just being caught up in the illusions, which are a reality on their own. You know, your daydreams, your desires, your wants, all the good, fabulous things that you can see for yourself. You know, it's just a need to act on these things instead of just like keeping them up, like keeping your head in the clouds and just thinking, oh, like this is great, like this can happen someday, and that would be amazing. Like, yeah, it would, but is that gonna really happen if you're just imagining it? Like, if you devoted your energies to this and you were no longer fearing possible conflict, like these things could become reality, Gemini. But right now, it's just causing you. It's causing. I feel like it's just blocking you from moving forward with this person or with whoever's coming towards you, just because you are afraid of confrontation, and or you're just holding back. So it's just not going to, you know, it's not going to last very long if it starts at all, I mean. So Gemini, hope this resonated with you. If it did, please like, share, comment, subscribe below. If not, don't worry about it. This message was not for you then. And like, sorry if it seems like I was being pretty harsh to you guys, but the cards just read very no nonsense to me. It was, I feel like, a message that a lot of people need to hear right now. And it's not me trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to like bust your chops or anything like that, but it's more like that tough love energy right now, because it's like you got the power, but you got to stop being afraid. So the choice is yours, Gemini. I will see you next week on the 5th. I hope that all goes well for you this week. Much love.